Hello guys, welcome to another part of my sales trend project. In this video I will be showing you how I created my dates table and other measures. So the first thing I did was to select new table. Yes, you can find that in your modeling view. Click on your the modeling tab and click on new table. So and that was how I got to this point where I was creating my table. I used the add columns, the calendar, and I used the minimum and the maximum year. So I'm using my sales date. I'm using the minimum sales date sales date from my system up table, and I'm also using the sales date from my system table, home table, for my maximum year. So this is where I get to start writing the other parts, like the year. I need my time intelligence. I need month number. I'm going to put that. I need month name, and I'm also going to add quarter. In the other time intelligence I did in my data project series, I did not add quarter. Yes, I didn't add quarter, which I'll be correcting in this one. And the reason why I did not add quarter for the other one was because it was just 1 month. It was just 1 month data set, so there was no point. But this time around, I am working with a data set between October 2025 and March 2026 for a restaurant. Anyway, moving forward, I'm almost done with this dates table. I'm sorry I'm taking this long, but this is my second time doing this independently, so I need to take a little bit of my time in order for me to achieve my goal and not make any mistake. Comma, then I put the month format, capital letter M, 4 M's, then close it and close the bracket. Then I went further to add my quarter. It's also doing the same thing. Quarter, comma, Q. You still put the apostrophe. And you use the hand sign shift. I think the hand sign is shift and is it number 8 or so. Then format, date, and comma. I put my capital letter Q sign, close the apostrophe, and close the bracket and click on this. So now I can move forward. So it's time to create the other measures I need. The first measure I'm going to be creating here is my total expense measure. Yes, total expense measure. Now I made a mistake while trying to create my total expense measure. It's supposed to be sum, then I'll select my expense trend, and I'm supposed to select the amount from the expense trend on table, but I made a mistake which I was not aware of until I started creating my dashboard and I was looking at the values and I was wondering, why is this happening? Anyway, I figured out that the reason was because I sum the expense trend date instead of the amount column from the expense trend table. So I was trying to fix that, and I know it was important for me to do that here. So moving forward, when I do this while creating my dashboard, I don't cause confusion. So yes, that was what I was just trying to do here. I fixed the issue already. As you can see, sum, expense trend, and amount. Yes, so now I can move on and look at it. You see the value will change. Exactly. So now we can move forward. Let's get back to creating other measures. So now it's time for me to create my total sales measure. And yes, total sales. And my total sale is equal to the sum of my amount from my sales term table here. then close the bracket, and I also click the green check, that green like check or enter, but I'm using the green check so you can see what I'm doing. Then moving forward, it's time for me to create my profit measure. Yeah, I later went on to change this name, but we'll see that moving forward, and I'm going to tell you why. But my profit was very simple. It was total sales minus my total expense. Very, very simple, very easy. And yeah, that was that. I closed the bracket. I had to go put the bracket at the beginning because it was not there. So I got it right. Okay, then I created the last measure, my average daily sales. Yes, that's a new measure I'm about to create here. Okay, average daily sales. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Now my average daily sales is equal to average X. Then I'm supposed to just click on tab there. Then I went for that. I introduced the value function, yeah. Then date. This one was a little bit new for me, so I was taking my sweet time. No, I'm supposed to put in bracket like date. Just hold on, okay? Yeah, I'm not supposed to put the comma. Then now I can put the comma, total sales. I can just scroll down and click tab. Then I close. Now I have my boom boom. Now let's move on. So I noticed something after doing this, that my measures, like after creating my total expense, I put that in my expense trend. Then the other sales, total sales, profit, and other measures were in my sales temp home table, and that's not nice because when it's time for me to start doing my dashboard, I would have issues, and I figured it was better to put all measures in a new home table. So I had to create a new one. And how did I do that? In my home tab, I selected enter data, and that was how I was able to create a new table. Although this new home table I created came with its own column, but that's not an issue. I'm going to show you how I removed that column, but the first thing I did was to remove all the measures I've created. I had to put them in the new home table I created, and that was what I was doing right here. I was putting them in measures. Okay, that's basically all I was doing. Yes, I was putting them in my measures, so I didn't do much. And yeah, anyway, when I was also typing the name measures, I was supposed to put an S at the back of it, but I don't know. I was supposed to put an S at the back of it, but I did not. And I was thinking it would be, okay, say I deleted the column here. I was thinking that it would be something that I'll be able to remove moving forward, but I was unable to do that. This is the last measure. Okay, so let's put it there. Okay, good. We're good to go. So I was trying to change the name, but I was unable to. And that was when I figured out that the only way for me to change that name was to delete the entire home table and create a new one, but I did not want to do that. But I'll still try moving forward to see if there's a way to actually correct the name. But while doing this, I could not do it, so I just had to leave it that way. And we are at the end of this part of my sales trend project video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Moving forward, I'll be showing you how I did my data modeling and how I also build the dashboard for this particular kitchen analysis. Thank you. Bye.